I'm Sttowe here, and today I have finally broken down. I've cried. I shed a tear because we finally got the new Paldea Evolved booster box and products and friends, blah, blah, blah. Today, we are going to talk about everything from Scarlet and Violet trends to why everybody apparently hates this era to possible manipulation with singles. I'm single. And then also my testicular strangulation, as well as the fight, the battle, the feud between Opossum Nut and Twice Baked Cake.
Ask me out. I had my fair share of women. Feelings don't catch me now.
Don't act like I'm average. You want me home. I get you what you want. Superstar status. You want me alone. Baby, I'm average. You held me up and I was down and out. But I don't want you waiting around for me. I don't want you waiting too long.
You know what time it is. MSRP time. Well, if you got a dick through the brain, you're going to buy this at the Pokemon Center for the low, low price of $169.99. That's how much Pokemon Center wants to charge all their booster boxes. If you're a sane Chad like me, you're going to buy this for $109.99 MSRP. Ranges around there, but that's the price that you would pay for this booster box. Fingering this booster box as much as I can, we are seeing a new trend when it comes to Scarlet and Violet versus Sword and Shield. Now, this new trend comes in many different aspects. There we go. Starting off with this, there's no... Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, never mind. The one thing that has stayed the same so far is the amount of pulls. They are still the same. And basically, whatever, like, trainer gallery, there's a gallery. For the alt arts, there's secret rares, trainers. Everything's all the same as far as, like, your big hits. They haven't really changed as far as, you know... Oh, this set has so many hits, they're all kind of the same. Something that has now changed is the type of pulls are different. So whereas you would get an alt art, they now have stuff called Illustrator Rares, where there was a trainer gallery, now there is just a gallery. So some things have changed, as well as like the holos, obviously. 3 holos per pack guaranteed. But besides that, also the pull rate has obviously changed, making the big hits more easily pullable, which a lot of people notice, but we'll talk about that later. Mimikyu, Luxray Holo, which, not gonna lie, some of these holos are pretty nice. That's a cool one to have. But most importantly, the one that everybody fights over is the value of these booster boxes, of these products, of these cards. Now, prices for these types of cards have honestly taken a full 180. Basically, and most noticeably, we got Lycanroc EX. This is actually a pretty sexy EX. I don't really care for the EX cards, but this is kind of gorgeous. The coloring works really nice with the Lycanroc. Anyways, most notably, the alt arts. They are now the new illustration rares. So, in every Sword and Shield set, there was at least 1 or 2 alt arts that surpassed $100 in value. Now, these were like the big chase cards. These were, you know, the cards everybody wanted. Kind of gave the set its value. Now that we've had 2 Scarlet and Violet sets, illustration rares that are like the new alt arts, not one out of the 2 sets has like surpassed $40. SQ. We got a cucumber, well, an ice cube penguin. I don't know what, he's going to get a cucumber up his fucking ass by this guy here, mama.
You're serious.
I don't even know if I said that right. But basically, the prices for these alt art replacements are just not there. Your top Illustrator rare card is like $40, whereas you still have alt arts in every set that had surpassed 100, sometimes 200. So prices just like that have changed drastically. Next up, the full art trainers have now changed, where now they have become the most valuable card in the entire set. You had Scarlet and Violet base that had the Miriam, which was like a secret rare. Wow, this is a really cool Raichu. The Miriam was about a $60 card. And then now with this Paldea Evolved, you have the Iono card. It's like a secret rare. And that one, I believe, is around $120. So, obviously, all the full art trainers in these Scarlet and Violet sets are very cheap. Besides those two, they're like anywhere around like $5 to $10 usually. But the secret rare or SIR cards, there's at least one, and they have been carrying the set. They are literally the two cards I just mentioned are the most expensive cards out of the entire two Scarlet and Violet sets. Now, that might, not be that crazy, but that is big, because there has never been a set that a full art trainer has fucking just carried on their back like a fucking football player since Sun and Moon era. Like, you cannot name a single Sword and Shield set that had a full art trainer be the most expensive card in the set. It doesn't happen. Giacomo, has it happened? No. Look at his fucking face. That is a cool Spirit Tomb. To give you an example, most of the Sword and Shield sets as of recently had a full art trainer that was around $40. Okay, so you had Serena, which I think was a $40 card. Then you had Arita, which at the time of release was a $40 card. Now you may be thinking, well, hey, that's very similar to Miriam right now, because it's around like a $50, $60 card. But the difference is that these Sword and Shield sets that had these full art trainer cards that were $50, they had alt arts that were over $100, whereas this doesn't. So clearly, those full art trainers in those Sword and Shield sets didn't carry the set, whereas now these full art trainers are carrying the set. And by carrying, I mean it's just the most valuable card in the set. So it's really shocking to see all these things going full 180. Now, lastly, obviously you have the gallery cards, which have also taken a 180. Before, you would have half of the trainer gallery cards be worth like $1. The ones with the yellow borders, they were like $1, not even, sometimes 50 cents. All right. So now you have most of these at roughly $5, $10 to possibly 20. Now, usually you did have some of these Sword and Shield trainer gallery cards that had the black borders and the full art ones. They were sometimes over, $1, obviously. Some of them were also $10, $20. But, you had a lot that were $1. Now, which, I just pulled this SQ, you're kind of seeing that all of these are usually ranging from like $3 and up. They're not hitting that $1 low. So those kind of flipped, which is kind of shocking. But what the fuck is this? A Baxcalibur. Whew. He's going to freeze your fucking ass off. Nice. So, some interesting holos now. I know in the beginning I was really like, at least in previous videos, I was saying how I didn't know I was going to get Paldea Evolved. I will address that because I really wasn't. I wasn't sure, and, well, I've got it. So, I got it. My mouth is full of nothing. But, anyways, what does this mean? What does all these numbers mean? Well, the new Scarlet and Violet era is not flippable. You can't really flip these booster boxes. The single prices aren't there. You can't open these and then just sell all the singles and make a profit like you used to be, able to do. I can't even put that into a fucking sentence. It's just the pulls are not expensive, and these freaking products are so expensive. $160 for this booster box is not worth it by a long shot. And I think, you have a lot of flippers that realize this, and this is why I kind of think there is some manipulation going on as far as Paldea Evolved. They kind of realized with Scarlet and Violet base that it really wasn't flippable. So now they have decided to try and fix things, maybe? I mean, let's look at some examples. You have the Tyranitar Gallery card, which is like $28, and that should be literally a $10 card at max, right? You have the most absurd card in this set, which is the Magikarp Gallery card. And now, Annihilate EX, alright. You're kind of pretty, but you're definitely not what we want. So, But you have the Magikarp Gallery card, which sits at a whopping $60 for literally a 1-star rarity card. The Magikarp is literally as rare as this SQ cucumber fuck. Literally, the same rarity. So, it has the same amount of prints, and you're going to charge $60 for that, and what, maybe $5 for this? Like, that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Capitalize the dick. And then, obviously, you have the Iono, Secret Rainbow, SIR, whatever, and that's at $125. I mean, I'm not really too upset with that because, like, it makes sense. It's a really gorgeous card. I would rather have it at, like, $50-$60, like the Miriam, but, like, at least that's, like, a little understandable. It's the most rare card in the set, and it's not just a one fucking gold star like the Magikarp. So now we get into this big fucking debate of you have the Jake Paul, aka TwiceBakedJake, versus OpossumBud. I don't know what the equivalence is there. That one, I don't even fucking know. But anyways, you have them arguing it out. My light is just going berserk right now, so we're going to do this in the dark. Never mind. Anyways. They both have different views, and sorry to say it, but they are both wrong. And, you know what? They are both right, in a way. Jake argues that, you know, with the set being so big, so many rarities that, you know, and their cards are so cheap, at least some of them, you might as well just buy the singles outright. Boss's orders. And, you know, the chances of you pulling the card that you want is pretty rare. So you might as well just buy the cards outright that you want. And that's not wrong. That's not a bad view to have. And then OpossumBud, which Opossum Nut, I don't even know. I hope I'm saying that right. Thinks that you should just buy the set and enjoy it. And at the end of the day, you get what you get. You're not upset. That the cards are all good. There's so many rare big hits that no matter what you pull, you're going to be happy. And if you know me, that is definitely not the case. Because who the fuck wants a Squilly Billy EX card? Not me. At the end of the day, it really all depends on what you, the viewer, wants. You know, it really does. If you're a collector, right, and you only want certain cards, then just buy the certain cards. Honestly, if all you want is the full art trainers, just buy the full art trainers. It doesn't make sense to buy this whole set and just get all this like bulk and like weird EX cards when you can buy maybe like, I don't know, spend $150, $200 and get all the full art trainers in this set. Like, it definitely beats buying all the products and hoping you'll pull something. If you're just a regular Pokemon enjoyer, okay, who likes the intense addiction of gambling, aka me, and you like putting your money on the line every time, selling your kids, your house, your car, your stepdad, then obviously buy any product that you want because buy any product you want because this is what happens. You'll at least pull something you like, I guess. I don't know. We got the Chen Pao EX card. Wow, this guy is in Antarctica. Wow. That is a gorgeous card and Gyarados, but we don't care about that. Wow. Okay. So, really nice card. Very nice centering. I lost all concentration of what I was saying. But yeah, this is what happens when you're a gambling addict. You will eventually pay off. Keep spending your money, keep throwing your kids and family on the line because you will bank out. I right here, I am like the prime example of that. Just kidding. If you have a gambling addiction, call somebody. I don't know what to help with that. But um anyways, if you're a flipper, you can go fuck yourself. I have a dildo. All right, I take that. I don't have a dildo. I was gonna say I have a dildo for you, but that would just make me gay. Nothing wrong with that. Not on Pride Month, but I do not own any long. What is the fuck? This is a Tauros in hell. Holy crap! Paldean Tauros. Damn. And we got the Fargiraf. Okay. Interesting card in a jump pluff. So, yeah, if you're a flipper, go die. But here's the thing. If you are an investor, don't you worry. I got a special place in my white van for you.
Yo, let me in your world, you know.
Don't you worry. If you invest, okay, it really doesn't hurt to buy any of this product because guess what? All right, I've been watching videos of people saying, oh, this is the end of Pokemon. Pokemon's crashing. The market's fucked. This, that, and the other thing. The market's always fucked. The market always goes up. It always goes down. You never know what's going to happen, okay? So you don't be like, oh, this set is garbage. I can't, like, invest in it. It's going to be investable, like, honest to God. Like, literally, investing takes years. Like, that needs to be in the definition of investing, because that's the difference between investing and flipping. Flipping is short-term, investing is long-term. And clearly, Scarlet and Violet is investable. If you don't believe me, here are some interesting things, right? Look at all the full art trainers, okay, the full art trainer market. That is shooting up. Everyone's saying that the Pokemon market is crashing. I disagree. If you look at the full art trainer singles, a lot of them have gone up to $100 now. Literally, like, for instance, Lily's Full Force, which is like a $40, $50 card, is now over $100 peaking. Like, what the fuck is that? Red and Blue, which was a $40 card, a tag team, is over $100 now. Like, full arts are shooting up. Now, obviously, alt arts are kind of, you know, I believe Charizard is at $100 right now, which my one friend showed me. So if you want the Charizard V alt art from Brilliant Stars, now's your time to buy it, because that is a really good deal. $100. That was at like around 200 when it first came out, dropped to 150, stayed around 150. Now it's down to 100. That is a big drop. If it is at 100, I don't know. I just took his word for it, which, you know, anyways, you know, and listen, there have been shit sets in Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon that the booster boxes are now like $200, $300, $400. If Rebel Clash and shitty sets like, I don't know, Darkness Ablaze can fucking be over $200, $300 for a booster box, like, then clearly Paldea Evolved can be that much in, you know, some years. Like, literally, once the next era of Pokemon comes out, this stuff is going to go up in value. Like, it's not... This is investable. I don't know why people are just like, oh my god, all the cards are so easy to pull. Right, alright, sure. The rarities are easy to pull. And something that Pokemon... I don't know if they're kind of doing against that, but they're also limiting, I think, the print waves. They're clearly not printing this stuff out as much as they did the Sword and Shield sets. So, I mean, yeah, sure, like, it's easier to pull the cards, but if there's less print run, then, you know, clearly there's not going to be that many rare cards compared to Sword and Shield. That's just my thought. I really don't know what the print run looks like, but, you know, they weren't even thinking of supposedly doing a second wave of Paldea Evolved. So clearly, you know, the print print waves are getting a little bit less, I'd say. But, even if they, sets that they've printed to Oblivion still can hold some value. Maybe not as much, but listen, they aren't printing this to Oblivion. They're, if anything, they're printing it to the same amount, and sure, the pulls are easier to pull, but I doubt that they're making it so it's just like the rarities are, I don't know, 1 million, whereas the others weren't. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but what I'm trying to get at is this bulk actually smells like fucking markers. If you open Paldea Evolved, sniff some of this shit, and you'll get high. I swear to God, it smells like fucking dye. Like, it's weird. Anyways, listen, I really think even though Paldea Evolved, the pulls, or any Scarlet and Violet set, right? The pulls are easier. It won't matter. Like, I honestly think that the set has so many big pulls. And, big pulls as in, like, rare pulls. Obviously, they're not, like, fucking $500 cards. But, they will... I think that it will get there eventually. I don't think it'll be like Sun and Moon, where you have all those tag team cards just randomly jumping to hundreds of dollars. Like, what is that? That Latios... Latina shit, the heart, for Valentine's Day crap. That card was like a $30 card during, the tag team run when it first released. And now it's like $1,000. So, like, it won't ever get like that, but it literally can follow a similar trend. So I really do not have issues with this. We got the Slow King Full Art EX crystallized, thingy. Interesting. Still no alt art, still no full art trainers, sadly, but this is a pretty cool card to get. Do I even have any? Yes, I do. I got this. I've only sleeved like 2 cards out of this. But either way, I think it's definitely worth investing into. Now, I will say, obviously, in previous videos, I was very against getting Paldea Evolved. I was on the fence about it. And, like, I had a similar Fortress EX crystallized. Okay. I had a similar vibe, I guess, as Jakey Poo. And basically, I was just like, well, a lot of these cards are very cheap. It just seems like when these Scarlet and Violet sets come out, they're very expensive, and then they just crash. And it's like, I might as well just buy the singles, because clearly my pulls are garbage, and I feel like I can never pull anything, even though they say, oh, it's so easy to pull everything. What the fuck is this? This is like the 3rd full art fuck that I've gotten, and I don't want it. Like, I don't want you. Give me your alt art variant. Like, this is what I get. Like, I respect OpossumBud's opinion on, get what you get and be happy. But when you pull shit like that, I'm never happy. And that's why I was just like, well, I don't really know if I want Paldea Evolved. But it's, at the end of the day, there's so many rarities that it's fun. For the one slight minute that you get some, like, enjoyment when you pull the rare cards, it makes up for wasting trillions of dollars down the fucking gutter, or I guess ocean, if you are going to see that Titanic.
Drake? What? Where's the door hole?
Goes right there. See, I drew it with a magic marker.
You were supposed to cut it out with the power saw.
Dude, I'm gonna.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So go get the power saw.
Okay, I will. I see the problem.
Oh, do ya?
Maybe that's too soon, but we continue opening nevertheless. We'll open this pack just for them. Let's see, do we get anything? Hakuna Matata, Krogonk. We got a Arctic box. I don't even know if I said that right. Gallery card. That's for you, people in the submarine. Oh, and a Noivern EX. Wow, look at that. You got $2 worth of cards. All right. Yeah, I don't think it's worth even sleeving, at least right now. I'll sleeve it later. I used to be so like on the just on the wire. My fucking asshole like threw a fucking, I don't know. I used to be just really uptight with sleeves, but now it's like if I don't get the card I want, I don't even bother. And this is like blurry as all hell, and I'm just keep flipping. Spiritomb. But yeah, so you basically just watched me just cream a whole entire booster box and complain and bitch and moan and discuss all my thoughts about Scarlet and Violet and where it is right now. I don't think we're really going to get anything else, but guess what? I do have more product to open. I will probably do a one of everything type deal if I can, except for, of course, the Build and Battle Stadium, because fuck that. But, yeah, oh my god, I just felt like I ranted my whole, like, life story away. And we're on the final pack. If I missed anything, if I am wrong, please let me hear it. Curse me out. Don't do that, but, you know, these are just my thoughts. Obviously, take everything I say with a grain of salt. We got the Gyarados Reverse Hollow and a Earthworm. Amazing. Love Paldea Evolved. So out of our booster box, we got 11 hits, 4 of which, well, 5, I guess, are my favorite. And then the rest of this crap that I could care less about. I'm just being real with y'all. I am not fake. I will tell you what I like and what I don't like. As if you care. But, yeah, so I mean, you know, obviously these were the only 4 cards I care about. You know, I could have just bought these and saved myself, I don't know, like 40, 50, 60. I could have saved myself, like, you know, $50. But, you know, it's part of the experience. That's part of the fun of opening Pokemon is the experience. So, you know, if you are just a collector, just wanting to get certain cards, obviously buying the singles is just it's better for you. You know, you're not a penny pinching money grab, you know, flipper. If you just want certain cards from the set, you know, it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, these are cardboard. It is not that big of a deal. The whole world isn't watching you. Okay. So, I mean, maybe the government, but you know, at the end of the day, you'll be happy. But you know who isn't happy? Me. Just kidding. Anyways. Hope this was enjoyable. I was contemplating making the whole spew of just shit out of my mouth its own video and then doing the booster box opening, but I figured might as well just combine them together. Shit video, shit talk together. Why not? You know, and surprisingly, this is the first time just opening a booster box on rip, the first set, you know, first product of the set that I've done, so usually I'll wait for like the grand finale, but everybody is so tilted on Paldea that I might as well just put this out here, state my thoughts. You know, I think was that Pokemon 151 is getting ready to come out. Well, not ready, but like the pre-orders. Obviously everybody's FOMOing over that shit. Do not FOMO. It will be mildly available. I really think, right? The print run for Pokemon 151 is going to be the same as Crown Zenith. I guarantee it'll be like that. I'm not an insider from Pokemon, but I can tell you, like, listen, everyone's like, oh my god, Pokemon 151, this is the craziest, the best set that we've ever seen. That's what we said about Crown Zenith. Like, it's going to be the same print run as Crown Zenith. It's going to be widely available. At first, it might be hard to get, but it's going to be printed a shit ton. And we're like 5-6 months out of Crown Zenith being first printed, and there's still ETBs and product everywhere. So, like, the the ETBs are still $50-$60. They haven't jumped to 100 or anything. So I really think that Pokemon's just going to print 151 the same way they did Crown Zenith. It's going to be widely available. No need to FOMO. The Ultra Penis collection, I can't even talk. The Ultra Premium collection that they're going to make. All right, I can see them making it just like they did with the Charizard UPC. It's probably will have the same print run, maybe a little less, but still enough where everyone's going to have it. So really, there's no need to FOMO. They're definitely not going to make the same mistake they did with the Celebrations UPC. So there's no need to worry for that. So honestly, you should be fine. No worries for that. I might, keep talking about that in maybe some other videos and elaborate, but that's just my quick thought if anyone's curious. Unfortunately, this is kind of coming late on a Saturday. I think I might have this uploaded. Work's been a killer. 80-hour work weeks has me fucked up mentally in the head. Like, I barely have time to make this. I'm making this on a Friday night. I'm going to make it, edit it, everything all night, and then hopefully get it posted Saturday. So, it's a killer. Like, I'm so tired. Between you and me, all right, I pulled out. I pulled out of the parking lot. Not like pull out sexually, right? I just pulled out in the parking lot. I don't get pussy, right? Okay. So I pulled out of the parking lot. I backed into my dad's car. I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm trying to be quiet so like no one else can hear me. I fucking rusted that shit. I fucking grinded that shit. Like literally scratches all over my car and my dad's car. And then the only thing I could do, I got fucking tissues out and started wiping that shit off. Like come from a girl. Like all right, that's pretty graphic, but I just wiped that shit off. Came off of my dad's car. Like that. Like, no issue. My car? No. It's cemented. It's like fucking grafted into it. So my car's fucked. But, like, there's no issues. But I was just so tired just pulling out of the driveway, trying to get to work. And that happened. So, it's definitely getting rough, but hopefully I can still try to get these one video a week shits out, and I want to sleep.
Don't have good to say. Who killing them in the UK? Everybody gonna say UK. Reluctantly, cause most of this press don't fuck with me. The style once said, tell me cool down, down. Don't act a fool now, now. Always